Question 11. So if you remember back to the lecture, we talked about some factors that are directly proportional with intermolecular forces, and surface tension is one of them. So it says choose the substance with the lowest surface tension or the lowest intermolecular forces. In this molecule, we have a carbon bonded to a sulfur and 3 hydrogens. They're not going to be all domains the same with respect to carbon. Therefore, this molecule is polar and is going to have dipole forces. If you haven't already watched question 10, where I talk about the intermolecular forces, that would be a good idea. Here we have H2O. We have an O directly attached to an H. This one has H bonding. The next one is C6H6. If you only have a hydrocarbon, which contains only carbon and hydrogen, this molecule is nonpolar. The strongest intermolecular force in this molecule is dispersion. Okay, here's another one. CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. This is butane, this stuff you would find in a Bic lighter. This is benzene. All right, this molecule only contains carbon and hydrogen. Therefore, it's nonpolar, and its strongest intermolecular force is dispersion. Here, we have a carbon bonded to an oxygen and bonded to 2 other carbons. So this molecule is, at best, dipole-dipole, and it could have even stronger intermolecular forces of hydrogen bonding. It turns out the oxygen is not bonded to any of the hydrogens, so this one is just dipole-dipole. So if we want the lowest surface tension, we want the weakest intermolecular forces. The one with the weakest intermolecular forces are going to be the ones with dispersion. But now I need to decide between C6H6 and butane, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Okay, well, when it comes to dispersion, larger molecules by molar mass have larger dispersion forces. So which one of these is going to have the weaker dispersion forces? It looks like this one because it's smaller on a piece of paper, right? This one takes up more space. But if we look at this has 6 carbons, and this only has 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So this molecule actually has a much lower molar mass than this one. So choice letter D is going to have the weakest intermolecular forces because 1, it only has dispersion because it's nonpolar, because it only contains carbon and hydrogen. And those dispersion forces are going to be weaker than in this one, which only contains carbon and hydrogen, because it has a lower molar mass or it is a smaller molecule.